Hello and welcome back to another episode here on Judith Plains. Well, we finished up a couple of contracts, although we weren't originally planning on, but we have done them. We did a cultivating contract on field 6, that was for $73,132. A sunflower contract, which actually was in the same point, the sell point, that was on field 30 and that was $40,652, and we got 15,830 litres of leftover sunflowers. And we'll see how much we get left in here. I think it'll probably be about the same as well. We do have a couple other contracts that we'll need to complete. We did cultivate on field 29 and plough in field 121, where we took out... Oh, I thought that trailer was still full. Right, let's get this one on. Is this the back? That's the front hopper. We need the back one. Keeps all the weight over the front. So there's 40,400 litres left. Almost complete, 96%. We'll do the other two, the ploughing and cultivating contract, in just a second once this has been completed. See how much we're left with, then complete that final three. It's going to be close. 15,830 litres with the last one. Any second now, there we go. $13,741 and $656 of extra income. So let's go and complete these now. So the harvesting one we've just done, $37,333. The ploughing on field 121, $43,441. And finally cultivating field 29, $41,280. We did have the Massey working as well, just to kind of speed it up a little bit because it was taking quite a bit of time. But we do need to put some potatoes into the pigs today. They have eaten some food off the total anyway. We've now got 1,266 litres of slurry. And these are working away. We do need to put a bit more potatoes into this one. We've almost got 7,000 litres in total now. We'll have to see when the best price is. And we've still got plenty of dry corn, that's just working away. I think we've got more than 8,000 litres of ethanol though. Yeah, we've got 18,000 litres in total. So if we wait until May, that's $231,000. And we'll still have more after that as well, because it's still producing until May, which is good. Potato chips, we've got 8,800 litres, which is... It's still a good price. I don't know what's going on. So $39,641 for the maximum value in March. And that's $4,500 at the max price. Just now it's $4,700. So we're going to get an extra almost $2,000 extra if we sell now, which is quite good, I suppose. Let's have a look here. Yeah, so 4,581 is the best. Just now it's at 4,712 and coming down, so it has been even better than that. Yeah, they're all about that. Well, that's not bad then. We'll maybe see about that. We'll go on here just now because we'll have to do the pigs first. So we'll have a look into that. We'll maybe just wait if the price... What's the lowest price actually? We forgot to check that. 4,400. So there's not much between the highest and lowest price. Just over $100 per 1,000 litres between the highest and lowest price for potato chips. So it doesn't really matter when we sell, because it's always going to be a good price. We just need to get this out of here without jackknifing that trailer. That wasn't a bad reverse, to be honest, compared to some of the times I've done it. Right, we're going to head back to the farm. We will get everything repaired because I think it's going to snow today, or later on today. The main reason for doing that few contracts was they were very good priced. It gave us a bit more sunflowers to use. We need to come over this side of the map, or this side of the town, and come out over the bridge there. So it was a better, it would have boosted our bank balance. In total from that contracts we did, there was 5 contracts. We obviously completed the cultivating and the sunflower harvesting before to enable us to pick up another 2 contracts. But in total, that's $235,838 worth of contracts. Not the best weather, it is -7, but there's no snow, so we just decided let's go for it now, and that helps towards purchasing the field next year, because I think it's field 20 we're looking at, and it's $307,000. So between what we've just got now and whatever we get in March, because we can't sell the ethanol until May, then we'll be able to purchase that field, which is ideal. It just gives us a bit more land to work with this year, and means we can also put corn into 3 large fields and have enough to supply the ethanol plant for quite some time. But we're going to have a little rest just now. We're going to get up in the morning. Hopefully there's no snow on the ground. We can get some stuff moved about into the workshop, and then we can get repairing. And then we'll go jump into January, see what's happening there. There's going to be no contracts, but it's just keeping an eye on the pigs and productions. So we'll jump forward a few hours and get some vehicles repaired. So we'll see you in the workshop. Well, it's very warm in our shop in here, and it's only 2 degrees outside, but we did manage to get quite a few bits of equipment in, and they all need to be repaired. I was going to repair the Bednar cultivator as well, but it doesn't need it. It's only 2% damaged, and the only other things I can think of is the truck and the headers we bought not long ago or financed. They are just barely used for what their damage is, so they don't need repaired either. Possibly the planter and the fertilizer spreader, but these are our major ones, and we can actually repair all of them from here as long as they're in the shed. I think it counts, which is quite good. So this one's not going to need much. That's only $800. This one's going to be quite expensive. Yeah, I thought that. So the quad track is $28,520. Our combine, oh wow, $32,958. And then our plow, $4,733. That's not bad considering how damaged it is, or how much damage there was. So that's a significant dent. That's probably close to about $80,000, which is what we thought we would be. But mostly these two, they're very expensive to maintain, that's for sure. I don't know if anything else needs repaired. We'll just have a quick look out here. I know this is very low. Yep, 3%, so it doesn't need anything. Nothing else is majorly used. If the roller needs it, we will do that, because we'll definitely need that. Again, 3%. Everything's 3% as well. Everything's pretty well maintained. Yeah, these aren't much because we had a quick look at them. So that's 10% now because we've used it. And that's 11. So we're going to get next harvest out of them. We'll just check, just have a quick check over just to make sure they're okay, ready for harvest. That trailer's 22%. That's 24. So we could potentially check over these, 32. Yeah, we'll do the truck then. That's only 3%. Again, some of this stuff is barely used, to be honest. That doesn't have any damage at all. That's 23%. That doesn't make a difference because that's just round about the farm. And that's 19%. So I think maybe the truck. We'll pull the truck in, get the plow and the Massey out of there, get the truck pulled in, get it repaired. And then probably give the pigs some potatoes just to top that up. And that's kind of it until next month. There's not really anything else to do. Yeah, top the potatoes up there, put a bit over to the pig pen, and that's about it for December and this year. So we're going to get that moved about. We'll repair the truck and the 2 trailers. And then we will see you in January, probably the 2nd day in January. Because again, there's going to be nothing to do and it's going to snow. Take a quick look here. So there's snow at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, which is January, and it looks like it's going to snow all the way into almost February. So we'll get everything repaired up we need, which is just the truck. I need to get around there. It looks like a big shop, but once you get equipment in and unfolded and ready, and there's not much room to maneuver about, that's for sure. Right, we'll get this pulled out here. It is kind of difficult, but it can be done by sort of half unfolding it. But it's weird, you can't. It would be good if you could half unfold it and then stop it when it was unfolding, like that. That would be ideal. Right, we'll get this done. We're going to repair the truck and trailer, and we're going to jump into next year, so we'll see then. It's kind of like there is what we need, but it doesn't. Even if you stop the engine, it doesn't work, and if you try and disconnect it, it won't let you either. So it'd be good if you could half unfold something then stop it. Right, we'll get this done. We'll jump into January after repairing the truck, and we'll see you then. Well, we're just about to jump into February, and we noticed this in the sale. It's a medium-sized tractor, and we can get a front loader for it. Between 224 and 302 horsepower, but it comes in at 260. So we can do with that engine size. We don't need it to be very big, but in future, we can go up to 302 horsepower for only $31,000. So there is a future upgrade path for it. We don't need kind of fancy tires or anything just now, but we do need a front loader attacher, and this means we can move around our sugar beet when we get it and the potatoes for just now, and put a weight on the back of this, and it'll move it no problem, and we can run a bucket full of potatoes or whatever we're needing up to the pig enclosure or pig barn as well, and this will do it quicker than the little Kubota front loader. It just makes life a little easier, and it's only $117,000 with the front loader attachment on it. Whereas usually I think this is about $240,000 for it without the front loader. So we're going to purchase this outright, and we are going to have enough money to last until March, because obviously we did that contract as well. But I have been looking, the ethanol's still being produced and it's still at a good price. So we're going to purchase this now for $117,018. We do also need, we need to jump in here, we need to get ourselves a weight, and a front loader would be good as well. Without that, we're not going to get far. So the only difference between going for this one and this type of front loader is that one's maximum is 140 horsepower and 760 kilos. This one's 855 kilos and goes up to 180 horsepower tractor. Obviously our one's more than that, it's 200 and something. So we're going to go for this one here. Purchase that, that's $9,000, and last of all we do need a weight, which is going to be down here. I'm not sure which one to get. I think the bucket's 2,000, is it 2,300 litres, so that's 2.3 tons, which is this one here. So I think counterbalance and that weight's going to be fine. I think we'll stick with this one here. And it's, I don't know if we've got the red for it, do we? Or what colour would it come under there? I'll just scroll through all of these. Unless it doesn't have one, does it? Is this one of those that don't have a standard colour? They don't. Let's have a quick check and see what colours they are. Red and white. Oh, we could just get a white weight then. That makes it different, and it's very obvious as to which one it goes with. So there's our 2.3 ton, and we're going to go white, something different. Right, we'll purchase that. That's $3,900 for that. So tomorrow we are going to go and pick up that tractor, the weight, and the front loader, and then we can start moving potatoes down here. We do need, I'm just looking here, we could probably get away with keeping producing the chips and selling them a bit later, because the values sort of staying the same. It's not coming down any, so I think we can hold off with that. And the ethanol, we've got almost 30,000 litres of ethanol, and at the best price is $360,000, which is, I think that's more than enough for that field. I think it's 307. I could be wrong. There was a good contract here for cultivating, but I don't think we're going to do any contracts just now. We're just going to wait it out and see if we can get through to March. But we can use that tractor tomorrow, fill up with a couple of loads of potatoes. Our olive oil's still doing pretty well. We don't even need to purchase more of them. And that is doing fine. We're slowly depleting our stocks, very slowly. And the pigs, they don't need feed yet, although the bar is quite far down. It's not using much root crops, so I think we could potentially top up a bit more of the base, our base food, which would be is it sorghum? And then the grains is wheat or barley, just whatever one we can take out. But I think we're going to jump into next month, see what it's like. We'll probably see you at the end of February or the start of March, and we can get into doing some more contracts and hopefully get our stuff planted for this year as well. Well, we've just got potatoes to put in now for the pigs to keep them going. We'll just double check how much room we actually have. It looks like it's, yeah, it's full. I overestimated one of them just a little bit too much. Maybe the barley should have done with a bit less. Oh well, we'll kind of level that out once they eat some tomorrow, because they're 6 months old tomorrow, so we should get them to eat a little bit more. Then we can top up some potatoes in the morning, but we have 4,200 litres of slurry already. So they're doing pretty well. They're still at 100%. Ethanol plant is still going strong. We probably need to top up a couple thousand litres of sorghum, maybe a little bit of propane as well, but I don't think there's much point because we can't really do much else with that. We do have 30,000 litres, I think. Yeah, with 37,000 litres of corn left, but by the time we dry it and then add in some corn as well to bring the levels up, we're only going to have to put in another 5,000 litres of propane and maybe 6 of sorghum. So it's not going to make much difference. I think we'll maybe use this corn to give to the pigs as the base food. Kind of moves away from sorghum a little bit, mixes it up for them, keeps it different for them so they keep eating. We'll probably need to get olive oil pretty soon as well. We did put in quite a lot of potatoes, so we've now got 34,500-ish litres of potatoes in there. It says there 18,252 litres. So we've got 20, that's taking away that 2,000 litre pallet that's sitting. Yeah, so it's just the one pallet out there. So we've got 20,000 litres in total. The price has still stayed the same all the way through. So I think they're going to be the best price. I'm pretty sure that's the train on the south end of the map, so it's pretty close to us. There's almost $100,000. Well, in saying that, it's not 91, it's 95,000. So by the time we get tomorrow, there's going to be $100,000 worth of crisps, essentially, which is pretty good. The ethanol, 526,000 just now, but the price still has to go up, so it's $538,000 for ethanol. But that's not till May, so we've still got a bit of time to go on that. As for contracts, there is a couple came through. There's a good fertilising one there, but I think we can get away with not doing any just now, because tomorrow is April and we've got our corn to put in. We have, what's our other one? Sorghum, and I'm just looking at our list here. Corn, sorghum, and some barley as well, which is tomorrow. We were initially looking at field 20, which is here. Now they've already put oats in. So my thought was we can't do anything with oats, so we're going to have to sell it or buy a flour mill to mill them up, which is more cost. I'd rather have something we can use, which is wheat or barley we can feed to the pigs. So I'm now tempted to go for field 17. It's a little bit more expensive. This one was 307, this one's 418,000, or there's this one here which is 612, which is a little bit too much. But I don't think we can do what they've got in there, which if I'm looking, it's alfalfa. Oh, that's grass then. That's grass, but then this is a grass field as well, but it's a bit more affordable, 418. I say more affordable, it's the ethanol that's going to pay for this really. But that grass is probably ready to harvest. It is. And fertilizing, fully fertilized. Has it got weeds? No. So we could buy a mower, mow that down, bale it up, and sell the bales potentially. Where are we here? We need silage. How much is that coming through? $192. Hay is 87. And just grass on its own, which would probably be up here, 69. So yeah, that's, we don't know yet. I'm pretty sure we're going to go take field 17. We could take the grass crop off it. I don't know if we can't really do anything with it. Straw is what we need to make bales for the pigs, to give them, to make manure, so it gives them bedding as well. But I think field 17 is on the cards. We're kind of going the wrong way, but we can't really do anything with oats, so that's going to be a pointless crop. We're basically just making straw. But the pigs, they don't need anything else, so we're just going to leave that here. And we're going to jump into tomorrow, but that's going to be in the next episode, because we've ran right through the winter with this episode and obviously bought that new tractor. The new shed is up, and there's not really anything to do until tomorrow, but this video is going to take quite a bit longer than just now if we don't stop it here. But we'll come back in the next one tomorrow, where we can get straight into planting our crops, seeing if there's any contracts to do, and potentially sell the potato chips and see what we're left with to buy the grass field just behind our sheds there. So that's the plan for the next episode, but we'll leave this one here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.